The Cottages on the Key is a short-term luxury vacation rental company headquartered in Siesta Key, a barrier island just off of the Gulf Coast of Florida. So we have with us Heather Plampin, the president and CEO, and Matt Farhat, the head of business development. And I was reading a little bit about Cottages on the Key. So you had $13 million in revenue annually, over 100 listings, and all of this was a value of excess $165 million, all your properties. So you've got quite a business going there. So Heather, just explain the Cottages. How did it start? How did this all begin?
It actually started out of sheer necessity. We went through the housing crisis. My father and I, in our previous lives from the Cottages, we had our own businesses. Both were very affected by the housing crisis. I was in construction and renovation, and my father was in real estate development. So through that process, we found ourselves in a world of hurt, trying to find a way to make means, and specifically just to save our homes. Any kind of revenue production at that point was something that we were trying to build just to maintain. So basically, living in paradise, many people vacation there. It is a touristical type of attraction to go there. So even back then, the Siesta Key barrier island attracted many of the tourists from various parts of the world, including the U.S., of course. So we decided back then that we would put our homes on the vacation rental market. It was very new, very risky at that point. Now it's quite well known, and it's something that is actually a trend in travel. But back then, we didn't know what else to do to save our homes, but to actually
rent them out.
To rent them out.
Yeah, okay.
And so that's exactly what we did. We moved out, we rented our homes, and we produced revenue and saved our homes. We were able to pay our homes off through that process, and also we gained a lot of friendships and relationships by having guests come and stay with us. And those guests decided to invest in Siesta Key and Sarasota, and they in turn wanted us to turn around and rent out their homes for them and do the same.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So a business was born out of a unfortunate situation, the housing crisis that we saw. So now there's some talk about another recession next year. I'm hearing more talk about this. I mean, do you feel like you're well prepared if we would see an economic downturn? You can both chime in on that if you want. Or
I think obviously our proof of concept is very good considering how the company was created. I think also where we market to is that luxury end. So our clients as a whole are more what I would call recession resistant, right? They're multi-generational. They've already retired. They have the higher net worth. So that's one level. And then what we're seeing with a lot of our homes is instead of it being multi-generational, the grandparents, parents, and grandchildren, we're seeing multiple families all sharing in this cost of this luxury home, and they're saving money other ways, whether it be driving instead of flying. Now you're cooking in, so having a home compared to a hotel is going to be more cost effective. So you're seeing a more mindful, thoughtful vacation process, which is still lending well to our market area.
Oh, that's really interesting. Kind of the things that you've seen happen, maybe that were unexpected.
Right.
So what would you say the formula for success is? And how does it work? Like, say I want to rent the place for my family. Well, how would I even get started?
Well, to rent the place as a guest, you would probably be looking for vacation rentals in certain areas on certain travel agency sites. You would find us through those channels, or you can find a property management group such as us by going direct and booking direct. That's a very easy way to find the right property. Google ratings are very important too. I would recommend that if you are going to book a vacation rental, you look at their Google ratings. That says a lot. If you are someone who is intrigued about investing in the area, I would highly recommend that before you ever buy an asset, do a little bit of research, potentially use a real estate agent, but not only that, also use a vacation rental management company that specializes in that market, because there's going to be a lot of things to consider when you go in and buy that asset. For instance, in Sarasota County and Siesta Key Barrier Island and the other barrier islands, there's a lot of code regulated by the counties and the cities. So you want to be aware of that to maximize your true potential and revenue.
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes a lot of sense
Yeah.
because there's all these things that are local that you may not know if you're coming from in New York or
Exactly.
something like that. Yeah.
Local ordinances will help you decide what your primary goal is. And being an investor in that area, when you're looking at those homes that are million plus, to 7 million, you want to make sure that you're getting the impact that you're looking for, but also balancing what you need as an owner to be. So it's an interesting formula that I think works when we specifically talk to the owners about what they need, what they're looking for, and Matt, as the head of business development, that is his entire job. So all he does.
I would, lean into that. And I would say that having that right dynamic with the owner is crucial because operationally, being able to operate the home, having seamless transition between maintenance, cleaning staff, guests, we're very sophisticated in that. Our revenue generation, being able to have dynamic pricing that adjusts based on booking windows and having length of stay pricing where we're able to maximize the revenue potential for the owner. We're great at that, but what we really want is to be able to have alignment with the owner. So knowing what they want their personal usage to be, knowing based on sometimes just what the zoning of the home is, being able to know what type of buyer they are. Are they a cash buyer? Are they a 1031 exchange? Are they, is it financing? So understanding their goals, their expectation, and aligning with how we would operate is crucial.
Yeah, no, I'm hearing do a lot of research and talk to a lot of people.
Right.
I think is the best thing to do.
It is true.
Yeah, and what about real estate investing versus, say, the stock market? What would you say are the pluses and minuses of those two different ways of having assets?
Yeah, I think probably the main thing that people look at with both that you start off that kind of becomes a wash, in my opinion, is the appreciation of the home versus the rise of the price in the stock. And both of those are unrealized until you sell the home or sell the stock, right? So when you look past that, then you say, all right, what are the other advantages? Having an investment home, you now have a tangible asset that you can actually physically enjoy, right?
You can't live in a stock.
You can't live in a stock, right? You gotta go online and look only so many times, but you can go vacation on the home, right? So that's one main value. Then the second value is you can leverage the home, right? Whether you do a home equity line of credit, refinance, cash out refi based on the appreciation of the home. You can't really do that with stocks, right? So I would say that those are probably the big differences. And then I would say the one advantage that stocks have is just the fact that it's a lower cost of entry, right? So that's why you see a lot of crowdfunding as a popular way of raising funds for different investment homes, nowadays.
Okay.
So I'd say that would be the one thing that is an advantage for a stock, but with today's age in rental investment, that's kind of washing out as well.
So if somebody was interested as an investor or somebody wanted to come and have one of these properties or use one of these properties or something, where should they go first?
For us, I mean, honestly, I think if they were to reach out to us, we'd probably say go to our website. There should be a landing page where it's dedicated to investors, to people who are intrigued about buying property in that particular area. And also, I think it's important that they know that it's not just that area. We can help in various other areas. The Cottages is basically ready to go nationwide at this point.
Oh, interesting.
We have done a lot of investing in different tools and systems in the last couple of years that now is affording us that capability. So it would be great for them to visit our website, go to that particular landing page, and from there, what they can do is they can strike up a conversation with us. We can interact with them via whatever communication style they prefer, either email or by phone, text, whatever they like. But I think it would be good if they have questions, if they're going into investment specifically for vacation rentals and they have questions about what operationally that looks like or how they can function, what types of contracts they need to use, or just to help them personally. We're also here to do that. We're here about making the relationships over a long-term period so they can learn from our mistakes, but also we can help them in their own endeavors. It may be beneficial that they come and look at what we're doing and basically duplicate that in their area, or perhaps we build a relationship where we can help them in that area. We're really interested in various regions. you know, specifically, there's Nashville, 30A, Texas, New York, specifically in Long Island. These are all areas that we feel the market is definitely set and ready to go, and we'd like to join. So we've created the Cottages collection, and that is basically our master company that will be presented to a national exposure.
Yeah. Okay. Very interesting.
Yeah.
Anything more to add, Matt?
Yeah, we've never regretted adding value to others. Like the whole point of our business model is a symbiotic relationship with us and the owners. When they succeed, we succeed. So if those people do have questions and they reach out to me or reach out to our company, we want them to be successful, because when you add value,
Yeah.
that's what
Makes
it's
a
about.
lot of sense.
Yeah.
So,
It starts with the relationship.
Right.
It builds from there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Business does, right?
Yeah.
Still,
It does.
still even to this day.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Matt and Heather,
Yeah.
Thank
for
you,
coming in and
Jane.
explaining this. Very interesting.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for having us.
Thanks.